Vyakti Journey, a Vyakti Parivar Chit Chat. Sweet conversations that overflow with insights and inspirations. So today we have our dear brother Eric with us. It's been a long time, 6 weeks, more than 6 weeks. So special welcome to our dear angel brother, brother Eric. Welcome, welcome.
Shanti, each and every one, and loving greetings. And yes, happy spring, loving greetings, dearest Mohini Didi. Very nice to be back. It's been a long, long time. So indeed, very happy that I must have picked up the thought of coming with yellow for springtime and Easter. So I brought you my yellow tulips. I put them there in the afternoon, so I must have picked up your thought. So very nice to join you again, Mohini Didi. And yeah, it's been a long time. I feel I was traveling through the three worlds and finally came back to the corporeal world. Like a long bog offering that took 6 weeks, but I'm back. So yes, Mohini Didi, good evening, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, good evening. Welcome back.
Thank you. You know, I missed quite a few evenings. So if I ask any question that you already really covered deeply, I apologize and feel free to press next question whenever you feel like. But the thought I had today was I was reflecting, of course, this is Easter. And for many of us, I was raised as a Catholic, and to me, the story of Jesus Christ was one of the most inspiring stories. And knowing that after leaving the body, he came back on the third day, almost in an avyact form, has always been for me a great inspiration when I heard about Brahma Baba coming back also on the third day. And I was connecting actually Easter with Manabhav and the ability to really be just with Baba, like we heard from Baba today, I and Baba alone. And I was thinking that, yes, attachment can be something that pulls me away from Baba, of course. And I was connecting attachment with desires. And I was wondering sometimes, first of all, what would you think of being the connection between desires and attachment? Is it the chicken and the egg? Is one come before the other, or how does it work, attachment and desires?
Could be attachment, desires, but also very subtly some dependencies too, because we hold on to a person or we hold on to the objects, material things of insecurity and dependency. So I think that of course there are desires, but basically attachment I find is more this fear, holding on to something so that I feel secure. I have everyone around me. I have everything in my life. And so, yeah, definitely desires and attachment as connection, but I see it more as dependency, and taking support all the time and feeling that my strength is because of this person or my strength is because of my achievement and my strength is maybe whatever I have, so we see our power and strength in all these things, and that creates a lot of attachment.
So the reason I was thinking in that way is because when I think of, Jesus becoming such a loving soul for everyone and sacrificing so much. I don't know if he was worshiping Shiva, but he was asked for a big sacrifice. So, and I think of Brahma Baba and I see all the daddies and you, so I've been watching you very, very closely. And I was thinking, why am I not like them yet? What's missing in me? And I was thinking, yeah, I think there's still sometimes some desires or attachment or maybe dependency. And I was thinking, why am I not loving more people always and wanting to serve like Baba. And I was thinking, is that because there's a little bit of desire, attachment, or dependency? And why we don't become altruistic? Like you, for example, you are every night with us. Don't you ever have a night when you say, Bhumiji, again, we have to sit tonight with the whole family? Bhumiji, I want one night for me. I want to watch a nice movie. There's a new Spider-Man that came out. Maybe very nice to watch Spider-Man. Or you don't tell Bhumiji, I want to go, I don't know, to the Empire State Building for a little sightseeing. So you never have those thoughts. But I think I have some thoughts like that sometimes. And so am I altruistic? How do we become altruistic? And how do we have no desire, no attachment, and just me and Baba? And so there's a secret I'm looking for here.
Actually, there are all attainments, and this is not renouncing, but it's receiving. And not only receiving the reward of what you do, but receiving blessings. And, like there is so much attainments that you become free from desires, because what desires you could have. Yeah, going to Empire State Building is possible after even 8:30 because it's better view at night time, right? We can go if we want to go. So I know that not for me, maybe for Sister Bhumi, sometimes it could be. But there is so much pull and the love from a Vyakti Parivar. And when you think everyone is just sitting even before time, everyone is sitting, making time. There are some souls, they were saying they come from the work, they quickly make little dinner, and thus they are ready to sit. And so good students, and they are so consistent. So it's the love, love for the family also doesn't make you feel that you are sacrificing anything. So I think love makes it very, very easy to be altruistic. And also the attainments, I find that when I come in this room at 6 o'clock in a Vyakti room, I feel so good, immediately internally, like I'm happy, I'm smiling, and very, very light. And then when the program finishes, everyone says goodbye and Om Shanti. It's such a beautiful feelings of response of love. So I think it's love, it's attainments, and so in a way, I think you become selfish of what you're getting after doing it. Then, so all desires are fulfilled in a way. The satisfaction which comes. So it makes us not only altruistic, but yeah, I have to think. I don't see any desires left, But some desire is. I was comparing that my stay in India was very good, very busy, and very fulfilling because of I could just give drishti and fulfill the bhavna of so many. But I saw the contrast that I like solitude, and we are so used to quiet and a lot of time for the self. And so I was just comparing that giving is good, you keep giving, but also this is good to be, introverted, to be solitude, and to. So there was this contrast. So I don't know if it'd be selfish to think that I want this also, not only just being in the crowd and keep giving. So I thought maybe Baba sends us for charging. And when battery is fully charged, then we go and serve, So
I
I
don't
don't
think it
know.
would be, I wouldn't say that's selfish. Maybe you're very sensible, more like knowing how to nurture the self or look after the self carefully. The thought I had was that, I was telling you the other day, I'm enjoying myself to experience the pre-karmatic stage. And I'm thinking, yeah, we're almost getting there. So I'm moving one stage further, but to really have a constant, powerful stage, I was just checking myself and I saw it's always a question of body consciousness that brings us a little bit down. And I was thinking, what is really body consciousness? It's a pull from either past or body, so many things. And I was thinking to go beyond that, to be so selfless. I saw, when you talk about Brahma Baba, or we saw the daddies, and really we're seeing you now more and more, that selflessness. And I was thinking, am I really that selfless that I can love others completely, without ever thinking about anything for myself? So I was really searching for how to improve that selflessness. So you are saying love, experiencing love, but we're trying very hard, for many years to be with Baba, but we're still not cooked. We're still not complete. So there must be something to be altruistic, selfless. I must be missing something in my recipe because it doesn't smell selfless and altruistic.
No, I think that the amount of time you spend, any call you get for godly service, you never say no. You make time, no? So somewhere there is a lot of sacrifice involved, especially time and managing everything within that time. So don't say that you are not reaching to that stage. I think all of us are becoming unlimited and altruistic more and more. But one thing I find that a time will come when giving will be receiving, and when one feels that everyone is receiving love, so I'm becoming more full of love. So giving will be more receiving, and when it is that, then I think we let go of everything, and I am in my practical reality about that, letting go of being in solitude, or of course balancing is one thing, but yeah, one thinks that if my battery is charged and I am full, then it's very easy to give. But when you give, you see how many are happy and feel very good. Today someone was sharing that the groups will tell each other, go, take drishti, because very powerful. We had this experience, that experience, and crowds will keep coming. And so, yeah, we are I am kind of in that process of thinking how to be more altruistic, as you're saying, more to be altruistic, where it's just being and giving drishti and love. But there is a secret way Baba taught us. It was Thursday Bhog. Baba says that internally that connection with Baba as powerhouse will keep the battery charged all the time. So it's not only batteries being operated and is being used, but also is being recharged constantly. So I was looking into that, and Baba was giving me some help, and so I will practice that also.
I know you shared a few times, about how from a very young age, you've always been, focusing on helping others. And you told stories about your parents and how you really helped at a very young age. But did you find that in your spiritual journey, there was a shift of focus from working on the self and really looking after the self a lot, and then shifting towards more and more being just concerned about other people's well-being? Because I see sometimes how you think, and you're really thinking of others for their, how can we uplift this one? How can we give something to that one? You remember people, with very accurate things, and you know what to give to each one. So they know they're happy when you give gift to someone. And you told me one day, can you give this to the sister? Because I know she likes that. I was thinking, how did the shift happen from being quite concerned with your self-progress to, again, just being really unlimited in your giving?
I think I still have that nature of always thinking what one can use, what could be good for that one. And there are many, many things, even in a physical way, which I will hold on by saying, I know this one can use it. It could be very useful. So that continues, but this is more like keeping oneself very full. And I don't know how to explain, but I feel that nature of giving is still there. Even now, see what happens. I think that I receive so much, whether it is love, whether it is even materially, that I immediately think of charity. I immediately think who needs help. Like I had this thought that Montreal should have their own house. One day I just thought I will call you. So suddenly I will get thought of, that how every Baba's home, every instrument, should be free from any kind of concern on material level. And whatever I am receiving at Confluence Age, let me use it again in a worthwhile way. Even if it is not mine, it is Baba's, but also I am trustee for that. And as a trustee, also, if I can earn fortune or help other soul. So this also continues with me. But yeah, still there is this whole thought to hold on to internally complete stage and not create any distance between the stage of perfection, fullness. So I think that being charged all the time, recharge, and that is where I like silence, to use full stop and recharge. And during day, whenever I just say, let me recharge for a few minutes and go in deep silence. And yeah.
I know one day you actually really touched my heart very deeply one day. I don't know if you remember, but you called me in Peace Village, and Bhumi said, "Oh, Mohini Didi wants to talk to you." And I said, "Oh." And then I reached your room and I said, "I have something for you." I remembered you. And I still like to use cologne or perfume or nice smells. And I always felt guilty about it because I know Brahmins are not supposed to use expensive cologne, particularly brothers. And then you received so many bottles of perfume, and some of them were especially for men. I don't know why people give you cologne for men, but you collected them. And you had a whole bag of maybe 10 bottles of cologne and very nice perfume. Here, Eric, I know you like perfume, so you may use those. And I was kind of almost red, flushing. Oh, you know about my perfume? And I still have some of those bottles, and they last a long time. So I don't know who gave you perfume for men, but thank you. It was very nice. I really enjoyed it for the last 10 years.
They don't give for men, they give for my brothers. No,
Oh, that's also your brothers, but it was written, one of them is written.
no, for men, all the men are my brothers. No, so they think that she has to give gifts to sisters. Maybe she would like to give to brothers. I don't remember that what you're saying, but you're saying, so I believe it. But
yeah, I have them. I have them in
yeah,
my bathroom.
they always think Sister Mohini has to give gifts, so she should. So some brothers, they give the gifts. This might be useful for brothers. Sometimes good shirts or things like they buy and give me, they say these are for your brothers because they know that I love to give gifts like Dadi Janki, And I don't know, there is a kind of feeling, and I don't know how I remember there is one brother, he liked pistachio, or there is one brother, he just, every time he asks me, can I get some cashews? Because when I'm in Madhuban, I get a lot of these nuts and all that. So every time I send him in his room, and he's moved that I remember. So it's a family and there is a lot of love, and yeah, sharing, when it comes, you have to share.
Just to finish, I want to maybe come back to the first question. While I was thinking of desires and selflessness, altruism in the context of Easter as well. because of the image of the symbolism of Easter, of a man or soul, double soul, who sacrificed their body to become unlimited and serve the whole family. And I really feel to us it's an inspiration to become like Brahma Baba, not karmatit yet and leaving the body, but to have that unlimited love for others. And I was thinking that to have that unlimited love, which is constant, never ending, which is like Baba's love, there should be complete selflessness in that. So no attraction, desires. And I feel that that quality of love is really, I think, very precious for us. And I think that's what we want to achieve. So I'm wondering, what is your experience at the moment of that divine love, that, Easter love, of you being also in that abject form for everyone, pure love?
I was also thinking that Baba is teaching us to be bodiless and soul conscious. And our way is so royal and our way is so gentle. But when we look at Jesus, he had to be uh, angelic or bodiless. It's quite difficult, in the sense of being put on the cross and then all that happens and then he arises, right? Tomorrow, that's Easter. So, but our becoming angelic, our awakening and arising is very, very spiritual, very loving. So I really was thanking Baba that you're making us reach to highest stage, but in a very natural, royal, gentle way, So, and of course, every day our heart is becoming more generous, more kind, more compassionate, and also detached, because when you are detached, you are able to give more. When you are attached, that's where your thought about desires come. Is any attachment for the self, then we cannot also give. So we are thankful that our journey is so royal, our journey is spiritual. Maybe internally some sacrifices are required, but when it comes to externally, everything is really so easy, so smooth, and because he's the father, and as a father, what he's giving us wants us to become, I think is very, very royal, very easy. So yeah, it's different.
Any special thought for us tomorrow? You think it's World Meditation Hour at the same time, and yes, the whole, a big part of the world would be celebrating Easter in different ways. Any thought we can use to really serve that family and uplift, because the vibration of the world today are, very difficult. So what kind of thought we can use to kindle the light of hope, maybe in the soul of this family?
Yeah, so it's angelic, being angelic. And that means you are observing everything from that elevated stage and looking at everyone in their elevated stage and helping them also to arise, helping them also to feel their angelic stage. I think tomorrow will be the best day to do that since Amrit Vela. And I'm sure that many, many will have that experience. Also within the BK family, all those who feel how long it will take to be angelic, let everyone experience that angelic stage, enlightened, and it's like whatever little slumber they have gone, they arise from there, more realizations and experience of angelic stage, and that joy of rising again, renewal of kind of energy. So some of this magic should happen tomorrow. It's a good to
I like
keep
that.
this thought, keep to good thought. It's very good thought for family and also the world. Maybe I had been thinking of some of the leaders, maybe they can get a little bit of even experience of love, experience of peace, and become free from all kind of violence and all that. So let's see we do some magic tomorrow.
I love
And
that very much. It's a beautiful thought, and I'll wake up earlier than usual to have a longer Amrit Vela with that. And if anyone is searching for eggs, because that's another meaning of Easter, we'll tell them, stop eating too much chocolate. Look at the egg here. This is the golden egg. This is the best egg to search for. And we'll give them that vision also of the egg being here, so they don't have to eat too much chocolate. But I love what you're sharing. Is beautiful thought, and I think I'll definitely use that Tata Medvela tomorrow morning. So maybe you have a toli in the form of egg shape, no?
No, we don't have any in egg
Maybe
shape.
tomorrow.
We have Dil Khush Mithai.
Yeah, this is the best. Yeah.
Yeah, this is very nice.
It's yellow. It's yellow. It goes with all our flowers.
It's yes, it has saffron, and this one is what? Kalakand. They are two most important and very, very well tasting tolis for today.
Very nice. Kalakan means like it's from Calaban or no?
Kala is something talent, like a
Okay.
talent. So Kalakan means something talent, and it's making toli itself is a talent.
Okay. Thank you for the toli and the inspirations. And I've been in Nepal for almost 3 weeks, and we've said namaste a million times. That's how they greet, and it is beautiful, in Nepal. I got very excited when, I don't know, second or third day, a car passed by in front of us, and there was Shiv Baba's logo. And I thought, oh, Baba is here. And then I went to the center, the family sends greetings. They were, I'm almost introduced as Eric Bai from Avyakti Parivar now. So they don't know Canada, but they know Avyakti Parivar. That was very good. And, it was very, very inspiring to see the person who was helping us very quickly. He was asking me why this, because the food was a big issue. So I was never eating. And he said, what's wrong with your food? I said, well, so he found out I was Brahma Kumaris. So he introduced me to everyone during the whole trip. This is Eric from Brahma Kumaris, not from CBC. I was always introduced, Eric, he's with Brahma Kumaris. I said, well, yeah, but I'm with CBC. And so people would say, oh, Brahma Kumaris, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. And then one sister said, oh, you're Om Shanti too. I say, I'm very Om Shanti. It was very sweet, to be in a country next to India. And so many people knew about Brahma Kumaris, but when they saw, oh, you're Brahma Kumari, oh yeah, so, and then there was conversation, and all the people in my crew were asking, Eric, so what's this Brahma Kumari thing? And then the last day, we asked the person who was helping us again, the crew I was with wanted to go to a beautiful restaurant, very lively, very typical, for Nepal. So he gave us an address. And when we went there, I thought, that's strange. That's exactly where I went this morning, to the center. And he sent us to a restaurant right across Baba's house in Kathmandu. and so that was the last evening before we left. And I thought, wow, this is very interesting. Right in front of Baba's house. They all went there. And I said, okay, you're happy. And this is my home here.
No, did they send food for you? If they knew, they would have sent a food in the restaurant.
I know. They wanted very much to feed me for the time, but it was a bit complicated. Anyway, great namaste from Nepal.
So you really had a good time of Avyakti Parivar and Brahma Kumari is represented.
Yeah, they really, it was very lovely. It really felt I was really, next door to my home. And Nepal has such a similar feeling also of India. But yeah, the Om Shanti, the Namaste, and so many cars I saw with Shiv Baba logo was quite, I wish we'd have more car with Baba's logo in Montreal. I'm going to work on it. Thank you, Mohini Didi. Nice to see you back. And
thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing your Nepal experience.
Happy Easter to everyone tomorrow.
You too. Happy Easter, everyone.